Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Deep, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel that power of you controlling your breathing. That power that's available to you all the time, wherever you are in life. That power to reconnect to your greatest gift right now. Your presence, your being. Your infinitely intelligent being. The same stuff we're all made of. And with that stuff that we're made of, we can control the most powerful supercomputer in the universe. Your mind. But only you can do it. Only you can control your own mind. So let's do that right now, and let's see the future. Today, our time together, let's see ourselves doing the best we can on every single exercise and stretch. For this is not only the gym that we have available to us right now, in this space wherever we are, but it is also the gym of life, where we grow our minds all the time. Good morning, determination. How's everyone doing today? Another great day, wherever we are. Today for myself, I'm indoors. Maybe you yourself are indoors as well too. Wherever you are, let's go. Let's make this the best gym period we've ever had. It may not be exactly where we want to be. We may not be in school or at work where we really want to be, but wherever we are right now, let's do this to the best of our ability. Here we go, determination, here we go. When I say go, we're going to start jogging on the spot for 1 minute. Ready, and go. And as always, we're thinking about our breathing, focused on our breathing. Feeling that power of us always being able to control our breath. Even when our heart starts beating faster, whether it's through exercise, whether it's through something stressful, something maybe we might be afraid of or we don't like, we get to control our breathing. The same way we get to control our thoughts. And our thoughts affect our feelings. So if we can control our thoughts, we can control our feelings. Almost there, everyone, almost there. Keep going. Keep going, determination, keep going. And stop. All right. You can walk on the spot, or you can walk side to side as you recover your breathing. Always feeling that power of you controlling your breathing. This is the best. What we have right now, wherever you are, you've got your mind and your body in the gym of life. And you get to be your best right now on whatever stretches, exercises we're about to do together. Here we go. Here we go, determination. That's why I love gym. Gym is the best. Roll your mind in the gym of life. Here we go. Let's do 10 shoulder rolls forward. Ready, everyone? Here we go. The best 10 shoulder rolls forward ever. Still controlling our breathing. Shoulders all the way up and around as high as we can towards our ears. And backwards. Again, feel the power of you controlling your body right now. In these simple movements, simple motions, you get to control your body. The way you control your mind, same way. Alright, and let's do arm circles forward, everyone. Arm circles forward, 10 big ones forward. Feeling the joy of our arms moving through space. Alright, and backwards. Excellent. Alright, everyone, let's put our hands on our hips, bend the knees, and side stretch. There we go. 5 on each side. Alright, and let's twist our bodies. Here we go. Feet flat on the floor. 5 on each side. Really thinking about what we're doing. Really trying to feel every part of our body as it's moving in space. Alright, good. Okay, let's do 5 push-ups together. Here we go. 5 push-ups. Best 5 push-ups. Again, if you got to keep your knees on the ground, that's okay. Just do your best, always. And 5 sit-ups. Excellent. And standing up. 5 squats. Here we go. Body straight ahead, looking straight ahead. All the way down. All the way up. Alright. Let's do 3 lunges on each side. Here we go. Arms out. Still controlling our breathing. Alright, and let's do 10-second plank. Belly's knees off the ground. Again, feeling the joy of you pushing your body a little bit outside its comfort zone. Because you know that's where the growth is. Alright, everyone, and standing up. Reach for the ceiling on your toes. Or the sky if you're outdoors. Today I happen to be indoors. If you're outdoors, reach for that sky. If you're indoors, reaching for that ceiling. We may not touch it yet, or ever, but we're going to reach, we're going to strive. Just like we do in life, no matter what. Okay, now reach for your toes. Again, it's okay if you don't touch your toes, but keep your knees straight. Reaching for your toes. Feeling the pull in the back of your leg. Not the pain, just a little bit of a pull. All right, come on up.
Very much doubt the goalkeeper can see the ball. Messi through the wall, through the goalkeeper.
Guys, as we close off with Wayne Dyer and his wisdom, the last one I wanted to share with you is stop finding excuses. So this one is very, very challenging for us because many of us, including myself, including every single person, even the greatest thinkers, have been limited by the excuses that they have found for themselves. We have conditioned ourselves. If we can accept the bitter truth that we have allowed things that have happened outside of us to affect us on the inside, then we can really begin real change. But it's very difficult, and you have to stop making excuses. It's a difficult one, but if you stop making excuses, you now empower yourself to make changes with that power that you have, with that space between that stimulus and response. So between what happens outside and what you choose to do on the inside. Have a great morning, everyone.
Why don't I give up? Why do I keep going? Why do I have however many thousands of videos up on YouTube? It's the routine that I set up where at the end of the day, I mean, I go through a couple of things every morning. We could dive into that if you want, but it comes down to service at the end of the day. It's like, I want to help. Even though I'm introverted, I still want to help. I want to help coming on your show. I hope that I can help contribute something to you, to your audience. If you can use this to go get other people for your show, awesome. If people watching, they're learning something and I hit one person, great. Like, I still want to serve and want to help. And limiting beliefs and excuses around being introverted is just like, it's not a good enough reason anymore. And so it's a fight. Some days are worse than others. Like this morning was a fight. It's easy for me to get up and just look at YouTube analytics and just be by myself on my computer. And all that's super fun, easy, nerd out mode. But to show up and be on shows and do presentations takes a lot of energy to get going. Once I'm in it though, it's easy to keep going, right? Like you're getting me after having done however many shows already today. So I'm already like, let's go, Jacob, press record. I'm ready. Staying in the energy, staying in the zone is so much easier than trying to start and stop all the time. Need motivation?
Watch the top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I watch these videos every day because I need them for motivation. Being around successful entrepreneurs every morning helps me believe that I can do great things too. It's like your morning coffee, but for your goals, kickstarting your day with a blast of positivity. So here is a challenge for you. Try watching one video every morning for the next 30 days. And let's find out together if they help you do great things too. If you're in, leave a hashtag Believe in the comments below so I can celebrate with you. So today, let's learn from me and my team's take on my top 10 rules of success. Enjoy. Rule number 2, enjoy the daily work.
Winning is constantly pushing against the fear and doing something about it. I think people get caught up on winning as you need to reach a certain goal, right? You need to have 1 million subscribers, or you need to have, X amount of revenue, whatever the numeric goal is. And I think goals are important. I think goals can help drive you, and goals can help, make you move faster, especially when you have a timeline attached to it. But if winning only means like accomplishing that feat, that hitting that goal, then it's pretty hollow. Like, I want to hit 1 million subscribers. That's my goal for the end of this year. So far we're on track. We'll see how we do. There's a lot of ways I could hit 1 million subscribers, right? Like if I put out those hate videos, I could hit it in the next week if I wanted to. It just doesn't interest me. Like, I want to hit 1 million. That's great. It's a good goal. And then when I hit it, I'm going to just set another goal, but it's the daily work that I'm excited by. Like, people want to have a big party at 1 million, right? Like, what are you going to do when you hit 1 million? It's like, I don't care about a party. Zero care. Like, I'm writing a new book, my top 10 rules to success, the book, and I gave it to 30 people, and I just got all the review copies back, and they're like, when are you going to do a launch party? It's like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I don't need to celebrate that. But it's also a blind spot for me because it's good for them. Like, celebrating 1 million is good for my fans. It's good for my subscribers. They want it, right? And so I'll do it for them, but I have no interest in it for me. Like, I hit 1 million, great, good. Guys, let's go. We got to do more. Let's go. Keep inspiring. Let's keep helping more entrepreneurs. Get back on the grind. Like, every day I want to get in and do more work. So I think most people are the opposite. I think most people are just shooting for a goal and they never hit the goal because they don't actually enjoy the work. Like, you got to enjoy the work.
Rule number 3 is believe.
What is the number one thing you learned in life that you want people to know?
It's just a lack of belief. Like, everything that you want out of life is possible if you believe in it more. And it doesn't mean just like pray and it's going to come true. You got to do the work, but it's all possible. I'm one of the things that help. I'll actually give you 2 quick things that might help, like tactical, because believe can be kind of airy fairy. Like, okay. One of the best piece of advice that Mel Robbins gave me was that jealousy is a directional signal. That whatever you're jealous of, there's something in that person that you actually like and that you want more yourself. You may not be the exact way that they did it. Like Steve Jobs is on my wall because I love how he built his business. He's a visionary, but he's not a father like my father. So I want to be a visionary like Steve and a father like my father, not the other way around. But if you're struggling to figure out like what do you want out of life? Where do you want to go? You know you don't like your life right now, but you don't know what you want. You have a hard time making a list of goals. Look at who you're jealous of. and try to pinpoint, well, what is the thing that you're actually jealous of? Because that's a directional signal towards creating a better life for yourself.
Rule number 4 is don't let rejection stop you.
You're going to get rejected a ton in business. It happens. Like a video you put out, people won't like it. It's going to happen. Every video I put out, there's always somebody who doesn't like the video. You're going to reach out to people, and at the beginning, most people will say no, or they won't even reply. Don't take it personally. You know, there's a great quote by Quincy Jones who said, "Not 1 ounce of my self-worth comes from what you think about me." So just because they didn't think enough about you to want to do an interview, like maybe they didn't have the time, maybe they just get too many requests, maybe they're just a douchebag. Like, maybe that's just who they are. Don't let that get you down. You don't want to give, because then you give your power over to somebody else. Like nobody else has the power to make you feel bad except you. And so rejection comes with any business. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to fail. People will, like, not responding is not even the worst of it. Like you'll have people say, they'll call you names and they'll yell at you and they'll leave really nasty comments and it's nothing to do with you. It's their own problem.
Also, to make sure you're actually taking action after watching this video, I've designed a special free worksheet just for this video. The worksheet will highlight our favorite lessons from the video that will inspire you to remember what you learned today and actually apply them. The worksheet will also give you space to write down what your key takeaways are and your specific plan of action to make sure you're getting results. If you want the worksheet designed specifically for this video, absolutely for free, there's a link in the description below. Go click on it and start building the momentum in your life and your business. I'll see you there. Rule number 5 is reach out and try.
My team.
And let's balance. Grab one leg, find that balance, bend the other knee. Well done, everyone. Keep going. Keep thinking about what you're doing right now. And switch. Again, feel the pull on the front of the thigh. Bend the other leg. Find that balance. If you lose it, just try to work hard to get it back and then hold it there. Excellent. All right, now let's hug our knee. Here we go, all the way up. And try to steady that other foot on the ground. Bend the knee if you have to and pull all the way up. Hold it for 10. Always working hard to find that balance. When we balance our thoughts, our mind, balance our bodies, wherever we are in space. All right, and switch. Just always think of safety too. Make sure you have enough space, clearance around you, in case you do lose your balance. Hold it there. Well done. Okay, good. And let's sit down, everybody. And reaching for our toes, straight knees again. Reaching is what matters. If you don't get to your toes, that's okay as long as you're reaching. Feeling the pull on the back of your legs. Not the pain, just a little bit of a pull. Okay, V shape with your legs. Now reach for the floor as far away from your body as you can. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Okay, now reach for one side and hold it there again. Always thinking about the moment, thinking about what we're doing right now. Experiencing the joy of being able to reach for something to help our bodies get better. And switch the other side. See, you can do this almost anytime, any place. You can work on your mind and your body wherever you go in life. In everything you do, not just in exercise and stretches. All right, here we go. And let's do feet together. Gently push your knees down with your elbows and hold it there for 10 seconds. If you feel your breathing going on autopilot or becoming automatic again, Take control of it. Deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One leg forward, one leg back. Keep the knee on the ground. Go as far back as you can. Hold it there. 10 seconds. And switch to the other side. Knee on the ground. Go as far back as you can. Always remembering that you are the boss of your mind, and your mind is the boss of your body. That makes you the big boss. You get to control yourself. You get to use your determination no matter what. All right. And let's roll onto our bellies and push the floor. Looking up at the ceiling. Cobra stretch. Here we go. Hold it for 10 seconds. Feeling that nice stretch in our lower back, neck, back of our arms. All right, and legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Taking deep, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now, activating that third eye, that mind's eye that we all have. We can't see it, but we know it's there. So use your mind's eye right now to see yourself doing the best you can today when that music goes on whatever 2 exercises, stretches you've chosen to do. For me, today I'm going to be holding the push-up position for one song, the first song, and then I'm going to be holding the squat position for the second song, as long as I can. And if I happen to let go or not be able to hold it, I'm going to continue on until that song's over. What about you? You can put on your own 2 songs today, and you can do your own exercises. But think about which exercises you're going to do right now, safely within the space you have. You can do what I'm doing. You can listen to what I'm listening to, or you can choose your own. But whatever you do, determine right now, see in your mind what you will do when that music goes on. All right, determination, here I go, holding the push-up position, and let's go, whatever you're doing, whatever you've decided, let's see it, let's see your best, here we go together, let's go, determination, let's go. Looking forward to being better than we were last time, a little bit more than last time. See if I can hold it for the whole song, let's see. Wasn't able to do it last time we did this together. Or the last time I did it on my own, but I'm going to work at it right now. Because I love the process of trying to get better at something. Whether it's building strength in my body, building strength in my mind, working on creating nothing but positive images, thoughts, visions in my mind, working on being the best human being I can be. What about you? What is it for you? Whatever it is, just enjoy the process of learning, growing together, whatever we're doing. And sometimes we're going to feel that discomfort. Like right now, I can already feel my muscles already uncomfortable. But then I can feel my determination saying, I get to determine whether I'm going to stop or keep going, no matter what. You too, let's go, determination, let's go. Alright. Didn't get through the whole song, but I'm gonna get right back at it again. Song's not over, we gotta keep going. There we go, shaking it up. Not being that we didn't get to where we want to be yet. but feeling happy that we get to go at it again. Here we go. Always thinking about our breathing. Always thinking about finishing strong, no matter what. Always going right to the end, finishing what we set out to do, no matter what. All right. Got more in me. I know I got a little bit more. We gotta keep going. You too, whatever you're doing, keep going. Determination, keep going. Let's go. It's not over yet. The song's still playing. Focus on that breathing. Good air in. Bad air out. Here we go. Another round. I love it. I love the process of building our true great self through exercising our bodies and our minds together. Oh, that's the next song. All right. Time for some squats. Holding.
Moves down, down, do your dance, do your We got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, down, down, do your dance, do your dance. They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. They say what you doing, trying to do somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. A brand new dance. It's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go. We gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Yeah, yeah. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid. Down, do your dance, do the shuffle, baby. Yeah. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. Oh, I represent for the dirty South, where we're known for swinging out. King of swing out, baby. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Shuffle, the Cupid Cupid Shuffle. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. From that boy Cupid, yeah. The king of swing out, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here we go. To the right, the right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself and do the Cupid Shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid Shuffle. Now let me see you do the. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the I-D. Mr. Bet on the track, got another hit indeed. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on, come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do your dance, do your dance. Do your
Lovely pass to Fabregas, and here's Messi! 3-2! The turnaround is complete!
Good afternoon, guys. When you start to believe and live with determination of the truth of who you really are, that you are more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine, when you start living that truth, you will realize how important every decision you make is. So I want you to try that now, wherever you are. Once this video is over, let's see the power of that. Let's see the power of that claim. And what I want you to do is the first negative thought that may enter your mind when this video is done, I want you to examine very carefully what part of that thought is under your control. And I'm sure most of you will realize that it's all under your control. So more specifically, what can you do with that thought? What's the positive aspect? What's the part that you have control over in the situation that may be negative? Hope this helps everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Gets mad at me all the time for this because they're trying to book me on all this stuff, and then I say yes to other things. It's like, explain the logic here. Like, I don't know. I like it. It's great. So I usually see what the message is. I'll see if they're actually following me on Instagram back or not. You know, the people say I'm a big fan of the show, a big fan of your content, and then like they're not even following you. So like, you know, you can tell it's a spam. And then I'll just quickly look at whatever's on their feed and just see the vibe and if I like it or not. So anyway, there's something in your vibe that I said, okay, Jacob, let's go. And I use that as also, hopefully it's inspiring for other people, because a lot of people sit on ideas and sit on outreach and they'll say, well, like, there's no way these people will say yes to me, right? Like, there's no way this person's going to say yes. And so they don't even try, where you never know. Like, reach out and try. The worst thing isn't even a no. The worst thing is like, they just don't even see it, which is going to be most of the case. They just don't even see it.
Rule number 6 is overcome your fears.
The fact that you want to be comfortable, it's not a good enough reason. The fact that you're scary, difficult, hard, right? Scary, fear, not a good enough reason. We've accepted them as a good enough reason. Well, I'm afraid of that. Okay, and? Because most of the things we're afraid of are not like, don't go jumping out of an airplane without a parachute, right? That's just stupid, right? But most of the things that we're afraid of are other people's opinions.
Yes.
It's not even fear of failing. It's fear of failing in front of somebody else.
What will they think? What will
like,
they say?
You'll sing in the shower, but you won't sing on the street corner. Why? Because you might, fail in public and people will see. And anytime you can catch it in your life, and I'm still learning this and I'm still doing this, and it's a daily battle, but anytime you can catch it, it teaches you to believe more in yourself.
Rule number 7 is learn to delegate.
I think the delegation part is the hardest one. So how did you get over that? I know you still struggle with it a little bit, but you have been able to scale to a really large extent, and you had to find a way to delegate. So what was your thought process behind that, and how did you get to
figuring out what are you actually great at? Because in the thing that you say you're great at, there's like 5% where it's like, wow, you're actually like world class at, and the other 95% you're really, really good at, and you're better than your whole team at. But there are people who are better than you at it. And it's actually not that complicated to train if you really wanted to, or find the right person, right? But it's the effort to find the person and to train them that we don't want to go through. And it's also fun to do that stuff sometimes, right? So am I the best thumbnail designer in the world? No. Right? Like, is that my unique ability? Am I great at that? No, I'm pretty kick-ass, but I'm not the best in the world. I'm nowhere close to being the best in the world. And so really, if I put my Evan advice hat on to myself, like, I should be out hiring those people, because I'm great at spreading belief. I'm great at building teams. Like, I'm people love working for me. It sounds like a egotistical thing to say, but like, I love teams. I love leading people. I love being a mentor and a guide. And so in theory, I should be great at keeping people and giving them meaningful work. I shouldn't be spending my time doing thumbnails. And so like, Evan, go out and hire 10 thumbnail designers and have them work on your videos, right? Like this has become a therapy session here, Ida, you know.
Well, it's great that you mentioned
Where's
the unique
couch? Why am
ability.
I not lying down doing this? Feel very
Well, this
naked
is
and
good.
exposed here. But I'm really good at it. And training, it's easy to get caught up in the story of, well, training somebody's too hard. And I don't know who the best person is. I don't know who the best person is. I don't know who that person is. So it's a lot easier for me to go off and do it myself than to put in the effort that might take weeks to find the person to do it. And so that's where I think a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck in a trap of they just keep doing it themselves. They either convince themselves that they're the best, which there's a slight bit of truth because you're only 5% the best at it. Like if I'm working with a thumbnail designer, I should be just injecting new ideas and then letting them go and do their thing, because they're definitely better at Photoshop than I am.
Right.
That is not my unique ability.
Right.
But it's the awareness and it's pointing it out, and we can easily convince ourselves of these lies, but they then keep you stuck and keep you small and keep the growth not where it wants to be. So if you're looking at your business, you're better than a lot of your team at the things, great, but that's just your current team. What's a team that you want to build and create? And if you had somebody who was kick-ass at knowing whatever, the tax code, are you going to be the Canadian tax code expert? Like, that's not exciting, right?
Right. No. But if I can have that person, I'd much rather have them doing it, because there's other things. You mentioned unique ability, right? There's other things that I'm really, really great at, and which also bringing in those people, having those conversations that would lead to the business. I'm great at those. But if somebody could take on the next part of it, then I think it makes it possible to also go 10x, right? You talked about the unique ability. Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to. It's like right now, you're the best person at tax code in your company, and you've tried to bring on other people and they may not be as good. And as you get higher up, it's harder to find people who are better than you at tax code stuff. But there are, and there are hundreds of people who are better than you at tax code people. There's not a million people, but there are hundreds of people who are better than you at this thing. But you're still really kick ass, you're really, really good. But it's not the thing that you want to be world class at, because you're just not going to dedicate enough time to be. You don't want to be that person. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just you don't want to be that person. So then it becomes, okay, how do I find that person? And then is it I just can't afford that person right now? Is that I don't know who they are, so I don't even know how to find them. But once you identify the problem, you can go and solve it. I could afford a thumbnail designer. I don't know who they are. Right. So now, but I can go find them, right? Like if I put effort and energy towards it, I can go find, and I should. And so now this is public. So I'm going to go and do this. I got to go find some thumbnail designers.
Rule number 8 is establish connections.
In the squat position. What about you? What are you going to do next? Let's go, determination. Here we go. Ready? All right. If you're doing what I'm doing, just try to keep your feet flat on the floor, looking straight ahead, going as far down as you can, your bottom towards the ground, and holding it there. As long as you can, until that music's done. Because our music, you know the truth, our music's never done. Our energy, our determination is built to last, to get through anything. Let's go, determination, let's go. If you're sweating, that's good. Feel your body releasing some of that fluid, some of that old fluid, and water. Make sure you drink lots of water when we're done. Make sure you always fill your body with good food. All right.
Inside my bones, It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. The room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, and everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. 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 Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. The room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights and everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Dance, dance, dance. Come on.
Messi on the ball. Oh, that's a great pass from Messi. He's found Xavi, who has found Dani Alves, who will put a first-time cross across the face of goal. It's Messi.
Cut by Aguero.
Good evening, guys. I want to share with you today, as we live, laugh, and love our way to infinite mind wealth, a thought about being a parent. And the reason why I want to use this example is to highlight how powerful our emotions are. Our emotions are energy. So I want to give this personal example. There's been a time, or many times, when I'm asking my children to do things that I know they need to get done. And they may not listen at first, and they're continuing on that path. And then I'll get to a point where I have built up anger, negative emotion, to the point where I raise my voice perhaps and show that definiteness of purpose to get them to do what I'd like them to do. And sure enough, it gets done. So what is it? And I'm not suggesting that we should yell or be angry with our children or with anybody. But what I'm suggesting is that power of that energy of emotion, if we channel it and use it the right way, that's our power. We can do anything great that we want to do. Have a great evening, everyone.
The easiest way to build a relationship is say, hey, I'd love to interview you for my show. Instead of like going out for coffee, or they don't want to just meet you. But if you're going to do an interview with them, they're much more likely to say yes.
I like that.
And that's how we can generate significant business from a show. It doesn't matter how many views that show does. It's to build the relationship. If you just spend an hour with them, diving into their story, they're going to say, hey, Zasha, what is it that you do? It's like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I might have somebody for you. Now they know who you are. The podcast can be that. That's the BizDev show where we're bringing on people where you're not trying to be the expert in that situation. You're just building a relationship. So you're telling their story, but they've accomplished something because they're a top 1% mortgage broker in Hawaii or something, right? Or they run an investment club, or they're a financial advisor, but like a top 1% financial advisor, or whatever it is. So you're telling their story because that one person might generate 10 sales for you, 20 sales for you, 100 sales for you. I don't know. And then students coming on, but you're taking them deeper and coaching them instead of interviewing them.
Rule number 9 is reward your effort. You watch golf on TV, you see these people do it, men, women, they're crushing, it's awesome. Look at it, how hard can that be? And then you're like, you have no idea what you're doing. You don't even hit the ball. I remember I'm hitting the grass. How do you even hit the ball?
Yeah. That's sort of kind of where I am. That's like how bad I am.
Yeah. It's like, just expect to suck. Because then when you do suck, and then reward the fact that you tried, right? Instead of rewarding the result, it's rewarding the effort that you showed up, that you tried, and you did the difficult thing, right? I think that's where self-belief comes from. If you only reward the winning, then you stay small for life because you only do things that you know you're going to win at.
I know you have a 1B, but I want to emphasize that because I think in life and business, you hear nobody rewards effort, they reward results. You're turning that around. Reward the effort.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true in a business context in terms of getting results, but in terms of your own, I flip it internally because why? The more that you reward the effort and then you keep going, you will get the results. Do results matter? Of course. But how do you get the momentum to keep getting the results? Well, you have to have the encouragement, the courage, and the permission to start.
And rule number 10, the last one before some very social bonus clips, is find your pack.
He wrote a book called Driven.
I'm going to write it down.
And he's got a new book coming out where he talks about the wolf and the sheep.
Oh, really?
That was going to fit super well with, so I don't forget this. But one of my favorite analogies that he uses, because he sees entrepreneurs as the wolves, which is you, or like the hunters, and then the sheep is like most people. But he brings a lot of science to it. And one of my favorite examples is a lot of times people think of entrepreneurs and wolves as like a solo, like you're the lone wolf. But wolves are actually pack animals.
Yes.
Entrepreneurs actually crave to be with each other. Like we're actually pack animals.
And we're better.
We don't want to do this alone. We want to be with other people, but a certain select group. It's not everybody.
Yeah.
Where the sheep is everybody.
Yes, exactly.
But entrepreneurs, we want to stick with our pack. But like we tend to think in common culture, the entrepreneur has to be the solo person out there. Whereas like a wolf who's a lone wolf is not as successful as a pack wolf. We feel like we're by ourselves and we're fighting all these battles by ourselves, but you don't have to. Like you got to find your group. You got to find your pack, the people that you can trust and build with that have each other's back. Like entrepreneurs, and see if you relate to this or not. It's like you are loyal. You will fight for your friends. But if like somebody is disloyal to you, that they're out.
That's it. I'm the same way.
Loyalty is it.
Yeah.
And so it's because they're out of the pack. Like you can't be you can make mistakes, you can screw up, you can do all, but if you're disloyal, you're out.
It's a wrap. Yeah. That's
but
exactly
sheep
how I
don't
feel.
care. Sheep don't care about that stuff.
No.
Right? So like we're very protective over who we trust, and once you're in, you're in. And so but we end up defaulting to going by ourselves, where like you won't have the most success solo. You need to get into a pack of people who are running with you and will have your back when times get tough. If you're only talking about health and body, for example, for 2 months, and you make references to other stuff, but you're really just building an audience about people who care about health and body.
Right.
But then if you start introducing grow your own food, it kind of connects to health because now I get my own organic food, but I may not be down that path too much.
Right.
And then I want the other stuff. So like we need to create a consistent schedule where you're directly hitting the main points.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Within each direct point, you're going to be indirectly pointing to the other ones. But you don't want to have a month go by and you haven't directly hit one of the points.
Right.
Because the people who came for that now feel left out.
Yes.
And maybe not unsubscribe, but like stop watching the videos because like, oh, he doesn't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, he's off topic.
Yeah.
According to that individual.
Right.
That makes sense.
And I may care a little bit about the other stuff, but I really care about this. And so if I know that you're not making that anymore, why am I going to keep watching your videos?
Gotcha.
Because you think of it as this holistic thing, which is great. Most people will come in for the thing they care the most about, and then they'll slowly learn about the other things. Like, oh yeah, okay, right? But if they're not getting their thing, then they probably bounce.
I didn't want to live with the regret of not knowing. And so I told myself I'd rather know and fail than not knowing. Even if it didn't work out, at least I would know, because I didn't want to be an old man at 40, is what I would tell myself. When I'm 40 and life is over and you're finished, and you look back on your life, you're going to regret not knowing. So that got me in the path of starting my first business. Struggled, failed, some of the worst years of my life, eventually built and sold. I don't know how deep you want to go into that stuff, but coming out of high school, I mean, I had a lot of entrepreneurial drives and tendencies, but didn't really know where to put them. And so I'm really grateful that I discovered entrepreneurship. And if you keep trying and keep improving, keep getting better, you will not suck anymore. So that's where a lot of people struggle. They know what looks good. They feel they can make it. They can't at the beginning. And so they stop trying. In terms of keeping going, how do you keep going when you're struggling and failing and not seeing the results? People ask me this all the time where, it took me 5 years to get to 5,000 subscribers or whatever close numbers like that, where a lot of people, they're hitting that in the first few months. It took me 5 years to get there. I like sharing the journey because it's great to see 3 million, whatever now, but 5 years, 5,000 subscribers. What kept me going through those days was I always focus on who I was serving instead of who I'm not.
Brand is really an emotion. What do I feel when I'm around Terry Wade Thompson? And the more you can make it easy for people to explain the brand and put a pulse on what that is, the easier it is for people to spread the message for you. The issue of changing it every year is that then you're not the same. I mean, you're the same Terry Wade Thompson, but you're making the message different every time for people to be able to spread the message for you. So the Believe guy, people know me as the Believe. Every day I get DMs of people taking a picture of Believe somewhere, a Believe sign, a Believe postcard, Believe something in the thrift store. Grant Cardone taking a picture of his kids wearing Believe pajamas. Like, that's what people know me for. If I said, hey, 2022, I still love Believe, but we're about whatever else, I'm about freedom. Then I never build enough of a brand because I'm the freedom guy for 12 months and then I'm something else for another 12 months and nothing ever sticks. So it's okay to have different themes for the year, but like, what do you want to be known for? Is it unbreakable? Is it change? Is it something else? And that you can see yourself in 5 years and 7 years and 10 years still deeply caring about that thing so that you actually allow for the momentum to build.
So the number one question that nobody's asking you, and I'm going to ask Roland, which is going to be fun, before they devise a strategy for YouTube is, what do you sell? What do you sell? And for everybody here, like when you came in, well, the people who I met, it's like, well, what do you sell? It's always the first question. What do you sell? We had a relationship expert over here, counseling. We had a marketing consultant. So this could be consulting. This could be books. This could be, if Roland wanted to sell more tickets to this next year, right? Is that a goal?
No, not through that channel.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have other channels for that, but
cool.
yeah.
So like you start with, what do you want to sell? Because I want you to generate more leads. Because if we can increase...
So you can put consulting on there. You mentioned that. That's part
consulting,
of it.
Okay, cool. Consulting. So if we could help Roland get these three things, he would spend a lot more time on YouTube. Essentially everybody here, right? If you're going to grow your business from your content, you would justify spending more time on it. Right now it's okay to go after what may be hard. Now all of the problems we came up with here, right? All of the reasons why you can't do videos go away because it's generating revenue for you.
The goal today, though, is just figure out if Namecheap the right option. That's it. That's our goal.
Yeah.
That's our philosophy, one truth. And maybe you figure that out in 20 minutes after watching one training, or maybe it takes you 3 hours of going through it to kind of figure it out. But the idea is this is the goal for the rest of the day, that if you hit that, it's like, hey, pat on the back. Like I set a goal and I hit it. I said I was going to do it and I did it.
Okay.
And if you complete that, you can always add more. You can always, you know what, I'm going to try actually building my website instead of just researching. I'm going to try just making a home page and just playing around with some text and maybe doing, but it's not the requirement for the day.
And here we are again. Back to where it all begins. Where it all begins and never ends. That source, that oneness, that consciousness, that awareness. That we know is in all of us. That power to determine, to control our minds. You see, nobody else, nothing else in this universe can do what you do every day. In the gym of life. Only you, human being, only you, infinitely intelligent being, can do the ultimate. Only you can control your mind, your thoughts, and therefore your feelings. But it takes a lot of hard work. It takes, first of all, believing that you can do it. If you don't believe in yourself, your mind health, your chance at mind wealth is not possible. But that's not the way it was meant to be. You were born to win. Control over your mind, your thoughts. To have and be all you were meant to be. And that means believing 100% in who you really are. And that is the key to your mind health and your mind wealth, your happiness, your freedom, your success, your infinite peace and love towards everything and anything. It's possible. It's all because of you, your determination, united with all of our determination, creates that oneness, that consciousness, determined nation. And that's why I love you, determination, wherever you are. I miss you, I miss being in your presence, but here today, we united. We enjoyed this process fully. And the way we do or did this is the same way we can do anything, including being the best for all those around us, wherever we are right now. So keep going, determination. Keep working on controlling your mind, because that's for all your health, mind health, your happiness, your freedom, all your love that can never be taken away. I love you, everyone. Have a great week. Until the next time.
We'll be right back.